So I am Chaplain First Lieutenant Withrow. I am from Colorado, and my endorser is World Baptist Fellowship. Yes, so I was a 56 Mike, which was a chaplain assistant, which is now called a religious affairs specialist. In 2005, I joined the Army, and I really loved my time being a 56 Mike. I've worked with several chaplains from numerous faith backgrounds, from all over the United States with different personalities. Having that relationship with them as a team, unit ministry team, and working together was amazing. I was the eyes and ears for my chaplain and able to do a lot of the setup for the retreats that we had, couples retreats, singles retreats. We split ops quite a bit, and I also got to protect him with my weapon. So my first deployment, my chaplain was 6'6", and I'm 5'5". So we were in Ramadi, Iraq, and I was about up to his waist, had my M16, and I was ready to go. So it was a great experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything. What I've learned from being a 56 Mike is invaluable, and I loved every minute of it. Go for it. When I went to the recruiting station, I originally wanted to be a chaplain from the very beginning. I had no military background in my family whatsoever. I didn't even know chaplain assistant was an MOS. I went there and they told me, "Do you have your bachelor's degree?" "No." "Do you have your master's degree?" "No." "Well, you can't be a chaplain, but what about be a chaplain assistant?" And I thought, well, why not? I can see what a chaplain does, and let me tell you, the amount of ministry that I was able to do being at the enlisted level, relationships that I could build, bridges with people, that it was easier for me than the chaplain because they felt more comfortable with me because I was enlisted. I got to do a lot of ministry, so it was awesome. The one situation that really sticks out to me was when my chaplain and I were deployed to Ramadi, Iraq. We were 177 Armor. And there was a platoon that lived about a mile away from the main FOB. And they were away from all the conveniences. Pop-Tarts, you know, really was what they lived on. And little peanut butter packets. And chaplain and I would go out there with the log pack every other week with the food, and we would minister out there with them and stay for the whole day. Well, when we first went out there, you know, they really had a chip on their shoulders. They didn't want to have anything to do with us. My chaplain said, "Oh, we're going to have Bible study." They did not want to have anything to do with it. I can't repeat a lot of what they said to me when I tried to pass out the information. But there was a burn pit there. So when you went to the restroom, you had to go into this porta potty and go to the restroom, and every day the soldier who was in trouble, or the lower enlisted private, would have to burn that and stir it, and it was, you know, really the last thing you wanted to do. Well, I had thought, well, you know what, I'm not one of these guys. I live on the good FOB. How will I connect with them? So every week we went out there, I would burn it. And at first, "What are you doing, Chappie? This ain't your thing." "Oh, hey man, I'm just boosting morale. Just trying, you know, you guys are living the hard life. I want to be able to do this." And sure enough, by the end of the deployment, which was a 15-month deployment, then my chaplain started doing it with me. We both were doing it. People were our best counseling sessions were out here by the burn pit. And by the end, I was one of the guys. It was just such a good experience for me to learn patience and how to really be one of them. And the guy that really cursed me out in the beginning, by the end, he was the most faithful at the Bible study. He was an E7, so that's the best story I can think of.